Welcome to another edition of Crime Time with DutyRon. Guys, I'm a retired New York City police detective with 20 plus years of law enforcement. And if you like all things true crime related from a police perspective, please consider hitting the subscribe button and hit that notification bell. This way you'll get all things DutyRon and Ed Wallace when we go live or upload another video. And guys, today we're going to talk about, as you can see, I'm in my home studio. I took the day off from work. I had to go to the doctor. My nagging knee injury, it sucks getting old. My nagging knee injury caused me to go into the doctor's office today, and I just got home a little while ago. So hopefully he's got a solution for me. I'm in a lot of pain, but I'm not one to complain, but that's why I'm home. Those of you might ask, why aren't you in the car? Why aren't you doing your car vehicle preview? But I'm home. So I want to say a special thank you to the Patreon supporters, the channel members, and all the folks who positively interact in all of these live streams. You guys are an instrumental part of making this community great. And a special thank you to Paul Peck Drywall, the mods, and everyone jumping in. Hi, Little Monkeys. Hi, Happy Caffeinated Couple. Dawn Marie, Celtic Girl, Blondie 1025. Great to see you. Hope Mom's doing well. Janelle Keene is here. Heidi Zip. Great to see everybody. Tonight, we're going to have a different kind of educational show. It's going to be, again, a doctor is going to come on. She's going to come on and talk to us. Her name is Emily Taylor, and she's an audiologist. She's a doctor of audiology. It's a tongue twister for me, but she knows everything about hearing loss, everything to know about keeping your ears clean, hence the handle on TikTok, Dr. Earwax. So she specializes in everything ears, the tinnitus, she calls it tinnitus. She's a doctor, so that's the proper pronunciation for tinnitus. I've been calling it that for years. I've had it for almost 20 years. I've had tinnitus, the ringing in my ears, for over 20 years or close to it, right after the World Trade Center. So it was just 20 years. So right around 20 years. Celtic, is that Celica Girl? Good to see you, and thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for the super chat. She says, hi, DutyRon. Good to see you. So let me know if the audio is good and the video. I set it up really quick. I had no Josh and nobody to guide me through this. Not that I need Josh to do this, but let me know in the comments, in the chat, if my audio is good. I greatly appreciate you guys. Let me know. But so tonight it's going to be interesting. I'm going to encourage all of you guys to go over to DutyRon.com. If you suffer from hearing loss or ringing in the ears like I suffer from, if you always wondered, should I stick a Q-tip in my ear every morning when I come out of the shower? For those of us who take a shower every morning, that's me. I put a Q-tip in my ear, and I know my ENT, my ear, nose, and throat doctor, always tells me, don't stick that Q-tip all the way in your eardrum. It's not good. But who uses a Q-tip in their ears? I'm guilty as charged. She's going to tell us how dangerous that is and why it's dangerous and why you shouldn't do it. But she's also going to talk about hearing loss and how you can prevent it. Anybody in here show any type of hearing loss? Anybody here has their significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife say to you, didn't you hear me? Didn't you hear what I just said? And then you go, the standard answer is, what? Does anybody have that? I do. My wife will say, didn't you just hear what I said to you? And I kind of don't, so some of us have selective hearing, right? When we're getting yelled at, we kind of block it out. But, between the ringing in my ears, the probably depleted hearing that I have, and I've had hearing tests galore. I guess we all suffer from it at some point or another. So for those of you who have buzzing, ringing in the ears, or any type of hearing ailments, go over to DutyRon.com and leave a message. Leave me a message, something. There you go. Chick Eastwater says selective hearing. Let me highlight that. That's a good one. Zombie Game says, I use toothpicks. That's dangerous. That is dangerous. Don't use toothpicks. D Love God says, I have pretty severe hearing loss. So there you go. So I'm going to play just a little bit of our guest. She's going to be coming on with us. So I'm going to play just a little bit of her media. It's a short little clip. She's a TikTok sensation. She has over 900,000 subscribers, followers, whatever you want to call them, on TikTok. She's close to 1 million followers or subscribers on TikTok. So here is a piece of Dr. Taylor. First name is Emily. She is talking about Q-tips in the ear. So I'll play you just a little slice of Dr. Emily Taylor. Here we go. Take it away, Doc.
Let's talk about Q-tips and what their actual intended use is for. Have you ever read the side of a Q-tip box? It specifically says, warning, do not insert in the ear canal. So if they're not for your ear canals, what are they designed for? The side of the box says that Q-tips are for makeup application and for getting to hard to reach places like in between the letters on a keyboard. But let's face it, you're all still going to use Q-tips anyways. So if you're going to do it, just be so safe about it. Please know that Q-tips are the leading cause of a perforated eardrum or a hole in your eardrum. So if you're going to still use them, be safe about it. Don't put it in your ear canal too far. And also know that if you are a chronic wax producer, using a Q-tip is just going to push it in further and make it really hard for me to get out.
So there's a message from Dr. Earwax. That's Emily Taylor. She's going to be our guest tonight. Vertigo, we're going to talk about that. I suffered from vertigo as well. So if you like if you'd like to hear about this topic and more, we could ask her any questions that's hearing related. Sometimes people have falls. They hit their head and they have a fall, and then they come out of the fall and then they have ringing in their ears. And that's what happened to me. I fell down, I hit my head, and I had some light hearing loss and some ringing in my ear. And I was diagnosed with vertigo, and it just went away eventually. I don't remember exactly the treatment, but I chose a holistic approach to it. So, I think a lot of us, and by a show of hands, in the chat, how many suffer from either hearing loss, vertigo, ringing in the ears, tinnitus, everything that we talked about here? Just let me know if you guys, would have some type of interest in this, because that's what it's going to be about tonight. No true crime. It has nothing to do with criminal cases. This is education for us. And I thought that it was good for us to take a little break from true crime, because I am going to have a couple of really good shows coming up, a couple of really interesting shows on true crime. But it's close to Christmas, so I'm trying to go easy on you guys. I'm trying to take a little bit of an easier approach, and I thought that this doctor would not only help me, because it was really, it caught my attention, because I have ringing in my ear 24/7, both ears. It's stereo. The only time I get a break from ringing in my ears is when I lay my head down and go to sleep. When DutyRon sleeps, that's the only time I get a break from the tinnitus. She calls it tinnitus. So that's the story. I'm here in the studio. I had to stay home today because I have really bad pain in my right knee, and I'm hopping around. I'm limping around my place of work. So I went to my orthopedic doctor, and I'm going to get an injection in January. Another stem cell injection. I think they call it a PRP or PCR or something like that. I'm mixing it up with the COVID test, but I think it's a PRP. It's called, and they take your blood and they filter it, and then they inject it back into your knee. So that's what I'm going to get again in January. Hello, Sana, Elise Holth Johnson. Good to see you. Great evening from Norway. Always a pleasure to see my friends, my Norwegian friends. I always cruise on Norwegian Cruise Line. I don't know why. I like the Norwegians, love that cruise line, and I always use Norwegian. So that's the truth. That is a truth. So let's see what's happening in the chat. I just want to say hello to everybody. Yeah, nobody should have any buffering. I'm streaming straight to my router. I got a direct connection, so if there's any buffering, it's going to be on your end. So look at this comment. Deborah Bergen says, my brother has a severe case of vertigo. He is a fantastic musician, but is having trouble playing because of his vertigo. And that has something to do with noise, having high levels of noise. Like law enforcement, we go to the gun range and we shoot. We put on headgear, but if you don't have the right headgear, it's some cheap, crappy headgear. Now you're going to have problems in the future. So a lot of us cops that shoot our guns off and that go to the 4th of July fireworks display every year, or go to concerts and do security at concerts, we're not wearing, most of us aren't, at least I didn't wear protective equipment. And Dr. Taylor, Emily, will come on tonight and tell you how important it is. She makes custom made noise protection for ears for people who work in the concert field or at concerts, or musicians. A happily caffeinated couple sends in a $10 super chat and says, DutyRon, tonight, will you ask her opinion about using earwax candles? She says it's bad, and I already know the answer to it at home to remove wax. I won't be able to make it tonight, but I will watch the replay. Thanks. Prayers for you and your knees. All right. Happily caffeinated couple. I know for a fact she said it was not good and it's dangerous. So I'm going to ask her that tonight. Actually, I'm going to write it down on my pad right here. So thank you for that question. And if you could send it into DutyRon.com, like as a double whammy. But here, I'm going to write it down for my questions. Candle wax. Is it dangerous? And I know she did a PSA about it. Is it dangerous? All right. So I'm writing it down. That was the first question that I wrote down. Yeah, musicians wear the earplugs. Yes. So here's some of my questions. I'm writing them down. But if you go over to DutyRon.com, you can submit your questions. Just put in the subject line, question for Dr. Taylor, or questions about ears. Just for the show tonight. So let's look at a little bit more of the chat. Barbara Ann says, I started having doctors check my hearing from age 30. I have tinnitus. That's what she calls it. I call it tinnitus. Also hearing loss. So I use a hearing aid, but many have hearing loss and don't recognize it. Exactly. Like my wife says that she feels like I'm losing my hearing, but I go and I get a check. I go to an audiologist, like a doctor like her, and they check my ear. They go, beep, did you hear? Beep. And then it gets lower. It's like, I do. I mean, how many of us do that? I do it often. I want to make sure that I'm not losing my hearing, and my hearing is good. I have selective hearing. So Mo Beans, New Jersey says, I have Mariner's disease, vertigo. Yeah. Hi, Victoria. Good to see you. So tonight, it's going to be a great this is a preview for tonight. Dr. Emily Taylor, she is, she's from the University of Maryland. She got her college. She's a Terp. She went to Towson University and has a doctorate of audiology from Towson. She did her Bachelor of Arts in Hearing and Speech from the University of Maryland. And she has the Taylor Listening Center in Baltimore. So she's from Baltimore. She's a mother of 2 children. She's happily married. She has a successful TikTok channel where she does these PSAs. A lot of her TikToks have music attached to it. So if I play them, I have to mute it because of copyright stuff. So I'm going to try to dig up some stuff. She has a YouTube channel. I will link her YouTube channel in the description of this video and the video tonight. She wants people to go over and subscribe to her YouTube channel. Dawn Marie, I will ask her about peroxide. I hope you can be there tonight. So I'm going to take 15 minutes, question and answer period with her. And I may even let people call in. I may even, depending on how the show's going, I may even have some folks call in and ask her questions live. So, peroxide, I think she said, is safe, but let's let the professional do that. I don't want to give away everything that we're going to talk about. And, I'm going to get her opinions on treatment, because there's so many different approaches to treatment for tinnitus, the tinnitus. Many people suffer from it, and there's no cure for it. I'm going on 20 years with this crap. It sucks. So Zombie Games says, my doctor uses hydrogen peroxide diluted in water. It works great. How many people here follow Dr. Earwax on TikTok? I met her on TikTok. That's how I met her, through TikTok. So I'll show you her channel really quick. Let me share it. Hold on. So this is her YouTube. This is her her TikTok. So I'll go to the main part of it. She's got 905,000 followers. They call them followers on TikTok. So let me show you her TikTok. So look, right up here, I'm gonna make it big so you guys can see it. So she's got 905.8 thousand, almost a million. She's coming up on a million. She's got 16.2 million likes, and she's following 151. And there's her website, TaylorListeningCenter.com. So these are all the things that she does on YouTube, TikTok. Here's a look inside someone's ear. And so she's got it. This is the one we just watched. And she does, a lot of stuff. I'm not, I'm going to click on one of these. It's not even in my best interest, because I know look, here's one with someone who had a bug inside their ear. Oh, gross. So somebody came in and must have removed a live bug from the inside of her ear. Ugh. Oh my God. Let's see which one of these we could play. So it looks like she has fun on her. Here's a PSA on Q-tips. So let's play this one.
This is a representation of why you should not use Q-tips in your ears. You see that the Q-tip is only pushing that wax impaction further into your ear canal. Stop using Q-tips. Thank you. This is a representation of why you should not use Q-tips in your ears. You see that the Q-tip is only pushing that wax impaction further into your ear canal. Stop using Q-tips. Thank you.
At least she says thank you. That's the nice thing. She was nice about it. She said thank you. So Q-tips are dangerous for your ears, and this is the reason why. This is what it looks like when you use a Q-tip in your ear. It just pushes all that nastiness back towards your eardrum. So, a bug inside the ear. How does that happen? I guess it's possible, but yikes. Yeah, Chick East Water says it's like Dr. Pimple Popper. Very popular. Yes. Barbara Ann says, ask doctor to explain hearing loss is not necessarily volume. When I tell others I have hearing loss, they talk louder. There are some sounds I can't hear at all, and then I ask them to spell it. So that's interesting. Thank you for that, Barbara. If you can send that question into DutyRon.com, that would be great. Anybody that's here that watches the replay or that's interested in this live stream for tonight at 8:00 Eastern, send the questions into DutyRon.com. And here's the DutyRon.com website. It's right there on your screen. So it says check out DutyRon.com. Don't just check it out. Go to the message center and leave a message and put questions for the doctor tonight. All right. Paul Peck Drywall's here. His channel's almost at 200,000. He might even surpass 200,000. He's got a great YouTube channel for drywall repair and everything drywall related. He's a great friend of Crime Time with DutyRon. He's a channel member. He's a great person. I highly recommend Paul Peck Drywall. So everyone go over and check him out. He's really great. Mary Williamson says gross. I agree. It is gross. It is very gross. So she's saying a roach crawled in my ear and it was so painful. I had to go to the ER. Yeah, it was crawling around in there. I could tell you a story when I was a rookie cop. Thank you for messaging. D Love of God says I messaged. I emailed the question. Thank you. When I was a rookie cop in 1992-ish, 91, 92, and you see what this was sent to me by one of my good friends, Matty Boy Sully. It says, only kneel before God. This is a hooded sweatshirt. And that's what that says, in case you're wondering. It says, only kneel before God. So I wear this proudly, this sweatshirt. I love it. Thank you, Matty Boy Sully. That's the fundraiser for EquiSearch. Here's Paul Peck Drywall's YouTube channel. Thank you, Dawn, for putting that in. I have the best mods in arguably on YouTube, and we have the best community here. You guys are not only respectful and engaging, you guys are like family to me. So I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys. You know, the support, the financial, the super chats, the Patreon people who quietly support me in the background, the people who use my Amazon link to shop. You guys are awesome, man. Yeah. This came courtesy of Matty Boy Sully, and I got a great nativity he sent me. It's almost like a jewelry box. You open it, and him and his wife sent it. It came yesterday. I'm going to show that on the Christmas show. And you open it up and it plays Christmas songs, and it's a nativity. It's beautiful. Came with like something from the Franklin Mint branding. It's got its own serial number. Really, really impressive gift from Matt Sully. Came to the house yesterday. Thank you for that, Matt. And Meglo from California sent me a police car that lights up. It's got a pole coming out of it, and it's got a light on it, and you touch it, and it lights up. And she sent me a Christmas ornament, a picture of me and my wife on a like a wooden thing. I got to show you guys this. I got pictures of it. It's unbelievable. I mean, what a great community. So arguably the best true crime community members on YouTube. I don't think that there's anybody better. You guys are the cream of the crop. So Ronnie Girl has a long message here. Very nice nails. Ronnie Girl, 1971. It was a good year. I very carefully use a pimple popping tool to clean out my ears as I have excessive production of wax. Dr. Taylor is going to speak about that tonight. And for those folks like Ronnie Girl, 1971, who produces extra wax, a predominantly overwhelming majority of humans do not produce overproduce wax. So she's in the minority, Ronnie Girl, and she said it works great. And it gets itches. But boy, if I hit my drum, oy. So I'm super careful. Ronnie Girl, are you going to be around tonight at 8 o'clock? I hope you come on, because I'm going to ask Dr. Earwax, Dr. Taylor. Emily is her first name. If she allows me to call her Emily, I will. But I'm going to call her doctor right now for respect issues. But I'm curious. She says never to put anything. Well, I used to have a detective that would take a pen cap. You know, the caps from the Bic pens. It's like blue. Some of them are different colors. And he would take it and put it in his ear. My friend, Detective Comer, he used to do it all the time because he had an itchy ear. And he would be like in there. My ears are spotless, so clean. But I hate when I see someone's ears and you could see like that nasty wax all around it. It's like dirty. You like think, ugh, that person's dirty. But the doctor will tell us about our ear canals and how they're self-sufficient. So I don't want to give away everything, but I did a lot of studying on ear maintenance and ear health. And she has got a plethora of information because that's her job. So join us at 8 o'clock tonight. Make sure if you're not following me on TikTok, let's show DutyRon's TikTok. Just for shits and giggles. Let's show DutyRon's TikTok. Chick talk. So here's mine. This is like show and tell. Here's DutyRon's TikTok. I have 1,398 followers. They call them followers. I had 4,500 likes. And look, I shared all of my Ed Wallace, some of my car wash stuff. Here, let's play some of my stuff. I remember my first experience with a dead human body in the New York City Police Department. In 1991, when I became a police officer, we had 2,200 homicides, 2,200 murders in the city of New York. So I was basically averaging about 3 or 4 a week in my precinct. So my very first scene that I came onto, and this goes against crime scene and evidence collection and everything, there was a seasoned detective, a big guy like myself. He was eating a sandwich, and there was a guy with his head blown off. His whole, one of his friends that were playing a card game, he put a 357 in his mouth and blew the whole cap of his skull off, and his actual brain went out of his head, was out. So I'm sitting there just doing one of these, and the guy's eating a sandwich in the hallway right outside the door. I was like, this can't be normal.
No, it's
But it is. It is. You notice how Dr. Murray Marks laughed at that? I mean, that was a great one. So check out my TikTok if you haven't already. Check it out. I'm on TikTok, and I'm not, going live, and I'm not, acting like a fool. I'm just uploading some of my videos from here onto TikTok. So if you're not subscribed to me on TikTok, go on over there and subscribe. So yeah, I'm going to be on at 8 p.m. tonight. It's linked in the description. The actual video for tonight, the live stream, is in this description. You can click on it. It'll take you to it. There's already a scheduled live stream. Ronnie girl, there's no confusion. It's scheduled in my scheduled. It's a scheduled stream. And if you look down below in the description here, there is a link to tonight's live stream. Hi, Naboul. Good to see you. Thank you for joining from France. Hello, Venja. Good to see you. Hi. How are you? So yeah, we're gonna ask the ear specialist. She's an audiologist. She's an audio specialist. What causes chronic tinnitus? I've had it since very young. I've had it for almost 20 years. So you and I are in the same boat together, Sherilyn. Make sure you show up at 8 o'clock tonight, and we can ask all these questions. Alicia, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Mary Williamson, appreciate you all being here. All right, I'm going to run. I got to get out of here. So great to see you. Jeep Girl, just joined TikTok. I'll have to look for you. You don't have to look. All you got to do is go in the search bar and put DutyRon, and it'll come right up. Let's see if Jeep Girl is part of the DutyRon crime time. I have almost 1,400 right now. So I did gain a couple of followers from this video right here. So thank you to the folks who just went over and subscribed to DutyRon on TikTok. I'll show it again. I'll show myself now. Here's my TikTok. So it's at DutyRon. Pretty simple. It's got the same picture as my YouTube. Everything is the same. And I got a couple of videos on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've uploaded 7 little short videos on there. So this one's got 8,600. Right. And that's fascinating in itself. Now, I put this question on the screen. I don't know if you could see it. This is a friend. This is somebody who I know. This is a rumor that's swirling out there in the areas. Like, they're saying that this decedent's uncle could be a dentist or is a dentist. Could they change those records, or is that's something that gets subpoenaed, right? I mean, if someone's not voluntarily giving up dental records, you would go and request them legally, right? And what's up, Gary? On our end, but dentists and doctors are not in the business of fudging records. It's just
right. Absolutely not. Nobody. I mean, I can't say this. I don't know. I'm not a dentist that's ever, had those kinds of records. But when those records are in their office, law enforcement will come and say, we think that we have a decedent that, could be one of your patients. Right. And by law, they have to turn those over. If they don't turn those over, you can get a judge to shut down that practice. Say, well, we'll shut you down and we'll get all your records then. So they'll pretty much hand them over. It's the law. They have to hand over the records. Otherwise. So there you have it. A little bit of TikTok action from DutyRon. All right, guys, I'm going to run. I don't want to overstay my welcome. 30 minutes is enough for a preview. Tonight at 8 p.m. with Dr. Earwax. Her name is Emily Taylor, Dr. Taylor.
She's going to be joining us 8 o'clock. She's a TikTok sensation. She's got a large social media following. I hope that some of her friends will come over and watch, and I hope that you guys go on over to her YouTube channel and watch her YouTube channel as well. I'll promote that tonight during the live stream. Thank you, Marie. Great to see you. Take care, Nabul. Good to see you. Michelle Herbert. Hi, DutyRon from Queensland, Australia. Put another prawn on the Barbie. Hey, Mick from Sweden. Good to see you. Let's do a quick roll call before we get out of here. Where are you watching? City, state, country. I know Nabul is in the south of France. Good to see you. Anybody following Dr. Earwax on TikTok? Anybody here? Bueller? Hold on.
Bueller.
Yeah, I forgot I even had all this little stuff. You know? Gunshots. I got everything. Hello from Belgium. Good to see you from Ireland. Hillary, always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for joining. Slovenia. My good friend, Venja. I know I'm saying that right. Wrong. Venja. Great to see you. Thank you. Hillary, thank you. Thank you, Janelle. So there she is. I like to highlight her. Oregon, Belgium, Colorado Springs. People call Colorado Kilorado. I don't buy into that. I think Colorado is beautiful. It's a beautiful state. Walla Walla, Washington. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Southern New Hampshire. Las Vegas, the city that never sleeps, like New York. You do anything in Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Arizona. I'm still on DutyRon. Chick Eastwater. DutyRon. Boogie Down. Another Norway. Great to see you. North Carolina. East Central Florida. Yes, that's Paul Peck Drywall. Great friend. Bakersfield. Boots on the ground. Ground zero for the boys. Orrin and Orson West. Coming up on a year on the 21st. So terrible. We just passed 6 months with Summer Wells yesterday. Terrible. Arlington, Texas. Good to see you. There's everybody checking in. All right. Guys, much love and respect from my house to yours. God bless the world. God bless the United States of America. And God bless each and every one of us here in the chat. And all victims of crime across the country and across the globe and their families. They need us now more than ever around the holidays. So let's give them extra prayers, extra strength, and extra positive vibes. I'll see you guys tonight at 8 o'clock. Make sure you set your reminders. Subscribe to me here on YouTube. Subscribe on all my social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, all one word, DutyRon. I made it so easy for you guys. So go over and subscribe to everything DutyRon. Ed Wallace will be with me tonight. So much love and respect to you guys. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you tonight. Peace.